Hey guys, welcome to Pickerington High School North. I'm Raiden, I'm a junior here.
I'm Lydia Fish and I'm a senior here.
And we're going to take you through a tour of the first floor.
Here we go.
So the first thing you'll see when you walk into the building is the lecture hall. In this room, we have a lot of meetings and like extra testing, but I don't know how it's going to be this year with the virus.
The chairs are kind of fun.
Yeah, the chairs are really fun to sit in.
Woo! Alright, so now we're going to head back out to the main hallway.
So the first person you'll see when you walk into the building is the wonderful Mrs. Huffman. She'll check you in and make sure you're here for all the right reasons, and feel free to bring her Starbucks.
So right across the hall is the admin office with Mrs. Todd. And here's our nice little social distancing sticker. We probably have them all around the building. Just pay attention to those. So you can basically come down here for anything you need, to talk to any admin, parking passes, basically any questions really can be answered here.
But
these are the sunny side up pictures. If you do good. And
it's like a little I Spy. There's my brother. So down this hall you'll find basically everything you need. Here's the attendance office. This is our new attendance secretary, Mrs. Logan.
Hi.
So in here, if you have any questions about leaving early or if you come in late, this will be the place to go.
And right over here next to the attendance office is the clinic. So you can basically come in here for, if you're feeling under the weather, if you need anything. Any clinic needs, come in here.
This spot right here is known as the Panther. This is a common meeting spot for a lot of students here at the school.
Especially if you have a ride at the end of the day, a lot of people will be like, oh, meet at the Panther. And then you
Right.
just come down here, catch your ride, and peace out. Alright, so our school is actually built like one long hallway. So you have the athletic wing and the commons all the way down there. And then all the way along that stretch on that side is the arts wing. But in between that are two big loops. So we're gonna go around the first floor loop now.
There you go. So on the first floor loop, we have a lot of foreign language classrooms in this first hall. Those will be on the left side of the hall. And then on the right side of the hall, we have the American Sign Language room right here. And then mostly it's a bunch of science classrooms around the first loop on the outside. Here we have Spanish. Hola, señor. And then here's an example of a couple science rooms.
Miss Truex, she has actually she has a pet snake.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I just want cookies.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you can see the mice. There's mice over here.
These are the mice that she feeds her.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Oh, and don't forget the frequent hand sanitizer stations.
Alright, so right after we pass the foreign languages and some of the science rooms and the cool little fish mural, then right here you have the north stairs where you can use them to get up to the upper loop classes, which will be in the second part of the video.
And then to the right you'll notice that this is one of the bus entrances, so if you ride the bus to school, this is where you'll be coming into the building.
So right past the ping pong tables is the secret entrance to the Pickerington Alternative School. More little fishies and all that fun stuff to look at as you walk down here. And here's the actual entrance.
When you're walking down the hallway, you should walk like highway traffic, so you should walk on the right side. Obviously right now we're socially distant, but yeah, when you're walking down the hallway, make sure you walk down the right side.
During the school year, you're going to be wearing your lanyards with your IDs on them, and they'll help you get access to lunch. Instead of punching in your lunch code, you're going to scan your cards just for identification in classrooms. Anything else you'll need them for, but you're always going to have them on when you're in the school.
Right. Okay, so we've made it back to the end of the loop. To the right is the main hallway, and you'll see the office and the lunchroom that way. And to the left, we have our arts wing.
So one last thing, we're going to loop back around and visit the guidance office right past the Panther. And right here next to the Panther is the guidance office.
So here in the guidance office, you'll see that You'll come to the front desk and Mrs. Chandler will help you. She'll get you set up. And if you have any questions about your schedule or you want to see your counselor for any personal reasons, this will be the place to go.
This is usually also the place to get any forms. Usually they're all up here during the school year.
And that's
Anything
all.
is really in here. Thank you so much for joining us.
And that concludes our tour of the first floor loop.
Woo!
I'm Ellie Ryder.
I'm Nathan Norman.
We're 2 seniors here and we're going to take you through the arts wing.
Down at our first hallway, you'll see our music hallway. Here you'll see our choir room, our band room, and as well as our orchestra room.
All right, so this is Mr. Skiles' workshop. This is where you'll take any theater production classes. And in this room, you're gonna make all of the sets for any musicals or plays that we do. So if you look around, you can see pieces of the set that students created last year. And then if you walk with me, I'm gonna take you out onto the stage. This is obviously the stage, and I'm not really sure what's gonna happen this year, but this is called the PAC, and this is where we would usually have really big gatherings or like school meetings or anything like that. So you'll have choir, band, and theater kids all perform here on the stage. And yeah, and if you follow me, I'll take you back into the theater room. This is the black box. This is where all theater classes are held and dance class. And Mr. DeCarlo teaches in here. Normally we have some dinner theaters that are performed in here, but it's hard to say what'll happen this year. But yeah, so this is Mr. DeCarlo's room where theater takes place. This room can either lead out into the main hallway from that door right there. It can lead you into Mr. Skiles' workshop, or it can lead you out into the arts hallway, which is where we're going now.
Here you'll see our art wing of our school. You'll see all of our ceramic classes, our AP art classes, our 2D and 3D art.
We're gonna stop in this art room right here. So this is the art room. You'll come in here and do some art. This is a student-made mural from the AP art kids. Wow. No, yeah. All right, so we're back to the main hallway now.
Here you'll see all of our architecture, our construction, modeling classes, as well as our media production classes and our photography classes.
So due to the coronavirus, we are required to wear masks at all times in school, and we also have to have our lanyards on with our ID so that we can still be identified even though we have a mask on our face.
You'll also use these in the lunchroom and scan them so that you have a touchless experience. So we have a change this year. Our yearbook and photography rooms actually switched. So in this room you'll see photography, and then down the hall you'll see the yearbook room.
Oh my gosh! This is the coolest room at the school! One of the best classes offered, so you'll do video, audio, website design, graphic design, and yeah.
This hallway has a lot of great opportunities. Make sure you sign up for some of our arts.
So yeah, make sure that you sign up for some of the classes offered down here. It really makes a difference in the fun that you have during your day at school.
This concludes our tour of the art wing. Go
Panthers!
Hi, I'm Alex Watros. I'm a senior here and I play soccer for North.
My name is Brooke Norwood. I'm a senior here at Pick North and I play volleyball. We're going to take you on a tour of the athletic wing. Follow us.
This hallway has the health room up on the first door to the right. Then you have your commons bathrooms. And then at the very end on the right, you have the athletic office where you would go to buy tickets for sports or really any question you have about athletics.
One of the hardest rooms to find at Pick North is the health room. All you have to do is walk straight down to Commons, take a right, and it's your first right here to the health room.
Now that you've seen the athletic office and the health room, let's check out the field house.
All right, this is the field house. It has 3 courts. This is where your PE classes will be held, and there's also a weight room over there.
Basically all that's down there is just locker rooms, and then right here is the trainer. It's very dark though.
Yeah.
No lighting.
Kind of looks scary. So nothing really happens in here during the school day, but this is where you would come for volleyball games and basketball games and other sports like that.
All right, so this is Commons. This is where you'll be eating your lunch every day, and due to the guidelines this year, there'll only be 4 people at a table instead of 8.
Thanks, Alex. Now that we know where we're going to be sitting for lunch, let's show you how we're actually going to get the food. So this is the lunchroom. This is where you get all your food, of course. Things are going to look a little different this year. We're going to be requiring you to wear these cute lanyards with your ID on it, and there will be a touchless pay. All you'll have to do is scan it, and it's easy as that.
All right, so this is the snack line. This is where you can buy, like if you wanted a Powerade drink, if you wanted a cookie, a bagel. If you didn't really want to get a full lunch, you could come in here and get a little snack.
What's your favorite thing here?
I like the bagels.
All right, Brooke, what do you say? What would be the best thing you'd have in here?
Most definitely the cookies.
Oh, chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip or M&M. All right, so that covers mostly everything for the athletic wing. But don't forget, on the right side, we have your biomedical sciences innovation labs.
And on the left side, we have the peer classes all along this corridor. This concludes the tour of the athletic wing. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
I'm Ella, and I'm going to be a senior here.
And I'm Christian, and I'm a freshman.
And we are currently halfway up the main stairs.
We're gonna go to the media center.
All right, we have made it to the media center. Students will come here to either do their homework, study, or to check out a book for a project. Every time you come in, you have to sign in, and Christian is currently doing that.
You can always come here during your lunch period, but any other time you have to ask permission from your teacher.
All right, over here is the technology hub. Anytime you have a problem with your Chromebook, you create a help desk ticket, and someone will be there to help you with your Chromebook.
Now we're gonna head out of the media center and take a tour of the second floor loop. Come on.
Today we are going to be following a sample schedule, and it looks like they have world history with Mr. Groves in room 234.
These signs, they're really helpful. It looks like we're headed the right way.
Right, and over here on our right, we have the Decker room with Miss Pennycup.
This room is a student-led organization where you're taught about marketing and business, and they often compete and present their own presentations.
Right, and right here we have reached Mr. Groves' room. And then in this section of the second floor are your social studies classes, where your history and POD classes will be.
This is where a freshman like me can find all of the social studies teachers and maybe get information from them and also find our classes.
over here are some scattered history classes, and I think psych also takes place up here. We are in the dead middle. The big study hall room takes up 2 classes along this entire wall. And then we start transitioning into English classes. As we make this turn, there are the south stairs, which will bring you down to the first floor, and there are 3 sets of stairs. And then this whole wing is all English classes, from all your CCP, AP, and then just normal English classes.
This is the Panther Point. This is where students will come to get their work done in another place quietly. Other students can be here to help tutor other students who are having trouble in class.
And if you are injured or in a wheelchair, there is an elevator which will bring you down to the first floor. And at this point, we are headed back to the media center. And on your way, you get to see a bunch of lovely chairs.
Now, if you don't know already, this is a mask. You'll be required to wear these at all times during school for everyone's safety, including your own.
And then we will also be requiring lanyards with your ID on them. This helps identify you as a student, and in the cafeteria, they will be doing a touchless system where you'll just scan your ID and you don't have to type in your lunch code.
This is the end of the virtual tour. Thanks for joining us.
Go Panthers!